Well, welcome to this presentation coming to you from the auditorium at the Exchange. If you guys do have any questions, please feel free to type them up and we'll see them outside. And just be aware, we are under a little bit of time constraints. There are a couple of concepts that I would have liked to have fleshed out a little bit. So if I go a little too fast, or if you want to talk about it some more, our contact details are going to be at the end, and I'm going to be more than happy to take your call or receive your email. Right, let's see what we're going to be talking about today. The agenda that we're going to cover is, what do we mean by managing your portfolio? Why is it important? What are the objectives of your portfolio? I mean, why did you start a portfolio? How should your portfolio be managed, and what are the mechanics thereof? Tools that you can use to manage your portfolio, and then we're going to go through a quick summary, close, and some questions. I'd like to start the presentation with a quote. Okay, and this quote comes from Maria Bartiromo, who's a journalist with CNBC. Okay, she says, having the opportunity to follow the market frequently gives you the opportunity to see if you need to reevaluate your portfolio. But reevaluating your portfolio shouldn't trigger a sell signal so frequently. The most important bit of that paragraph that I want to deal with is the first bit. Having the opportunity to follow the market frequently gives you the opportunity to see if you need to reevaluate your portfolio. What do we reevaluate? Okay, within a portfolio, you have holdings, and those holdings are things like Sasol, BHP Billiton, Old Mutual, First Rand. They're actually individual shares. Okay, and managing your portfolio is all about reevaluating past decisions with regards to those holdings in light of current data and current circumstance. Okay, it involves comparing the performance of that particular holding, be it Sasol or BHP Billiton or whatever it is, to what you expected it to do, where your expectation is what you wanted that holding to do for you over a particular time period. Reevaluating your portfolio also involves comparing your current performance to the overall market. A lot of people are going to say, my goodness, you've introduced a whole bunch of concepts here that are quite esoteric. Let's actually take it a little bit slowly and go through it one by one. Managing your portfolio is all about reevaluating past decisions of your holdings. Okay, let's use an example. We've purchased BHP Billiton. We expected it to do 10% growth over a matter of a year. When we reevaluate the portfolio, we look at that particular holding, BHP Billiton. Has it done what we expected it to do? If it's done more than what we expected it to do, great, life's okay. We can continue to hold it. If it's done less than what we expected it to do, what should we do about it? Should we hold it? Should we sell it? Is there something better out there? Looking at your portfolio or doing this reevaluation, we also look at the overall market. If your share has grown by 7%, but the overall market has grown by 15%, is that a good performance? Is that a bad performance? If the overall market has declined by 10%, but your shares have declined by 15%, is that a good performance or is that a bad performance? The object of reevaluation or managing your portfolio is all about answering three questions. Should we buy or should we buy more of a particular holding? Should we wait to see if the performance or the behavior of the holding is going to change? Or should we sell? Right. To illustrate this, I just want to make use of an example. Okay. One of the most popular holdings of the participants of the trading challenge has been Old Mutual. And this is a graph of Old Mutual. And just for interest's sake, you'll notice that I put a little green triangle, which should be in the middle of your screen, and that is the start date of the trading challenge. Okay. The participants of the challenge who bought the Old Mutual at the beginning of the process initially were doing quite fine. the market opened at 35 Rand at that day, closed at 35.22. Obviously, you would have bought somewhere between 35 and 35.22, assuming you bought it on the 1st of September. And life was great. It went up to 36 and it went beyond 36. But unfortunately, since then, the performance hasn't been so great and the share price has declined, which means that your asset value has declined. Okay. As of the 14th of October, the 14th of this month, Old Mutual was down 12.1%. Okay. Now, if we bring this back to the JSE Trading Challenge, where you've only got a 3-month period in which to win, essentially, holding a stock that is actually starting to cost you money is going to put you out of contention, essentially. Okay. I put it to you that it would have been better to have sold. Okay. The process of reevaluating your past decision to buy Old Mutual in this case perhaps would have pointed out to you that it might not be that prudent to continue to hold that stock. Okay. Now, everybody listening out there, I'm not saying go out and sell Old Mutual right now. Okay. Let's just be aware of that. I'm just putting a concept out there to you. Okay.